What is the regional economic outlook for the Middle East and North Africa?
Well, 2012 was, for the MENA region, a two-speed year, with the oil exporting countries, particularly in the GCC, growing twice as fast as the oil importing countries. But this year, 2013, the headline numbers for both groups of countries are coming closer together, around 3% on average. However, when you get behind the headline numbers, the perspective facing these countries is very different. Oil exporters see a reduction in the headline growth because oil demand has tapered off, but their non-oil economies still doing very well, financed through high oil prices and through government spending. In contrast, if you look at the oil importing countries, many of them countries in transition, they are facing a difficult year, a combination of political uncertainty, social unrest, a difficult external environment, regional conflict. All of this is weighing down on their growth prospects. Unemployment is increasing, and macro stability is still going to be a challenge for a number of them.
What should be the top priorities for these countries?
The immediate challenge facing oil importing countries in the region is to maintain macroeconomic stability at a time when social pressures are rising and in the face of a difficult external environment. For many of them, this means getting a handle on their rising budget deficits. These have grown from 6% to well over 8% in many cases because countries have used this period to finance subsidies, to finance increased social transfers, higher wages. Now, bringing those budget deficits down is going to be difficult because it means tackling the problem of general subsidies on energy, but these have to be brought down, particularly in a way that protects the poor. Also, many of these countries have seen their international reserves come down, and trying to protect and rebuild those reserves is another important priority. I should say, however, that alongside macroeconomic stabilization, it's very important for these countries to also begin to develop a medium-term structural agenda. An agenda which is going to deliver higher but also more inclusive growth, more equal distribution of the benefits of growth, and open access to the fruits of growth for large parts of the population. To do this, these countries need to begin to identify some quick wins that will show the population, which is getting impatient, that the 2 years after the political transitions, in some cases, there is already something to be shown.
How is the political situation impacting structural reforms?
I think structural reforms at this stage have to be seen as part of the positive message that gives young people a hope that things are beginning to change. Greater transparency in the way in which governments look at their own finances. For example, putting more of the documents on government spending and budgets in the public domain. Lifting some of the red tape that is stopping small enterprises from creating jobs will give confidence. So I see the agenda for economic transformation as being the positive agenda that needs to be put there alongside some of the difficult messages on consolidation of the budget, alongside some of the difficult messages on targeting subsidies.